that's probably why I got into loud music or rock and roll or punk or anything like that. Was it did feel, you know, very in tune with like the physical nature of sound, like how sound affects you physically, how it like rattles your body. So I think that's how something about that affected me a lot when I was like a kid, and I got really into it. And then I found myself one day just being really loud all the time when I would play music. And so I don't know if volume is necessarily what got me there, but there is such a cool thing that happens when people communally are together, not only just in front of live music, but there's something about a loud thing that kind of shakes you a bit. So I've always been attracted to that, even though now I'm a lot quieter, because I went too far, I think. Yeah, I mean, drums have always been a very specific part of like my musical mind, and I'd say I have a different language with drums than I do any other instrument. It's kind of the only instrument I can really kind of, I don't know, express kind of intuitively or in like a raw, um, outside of my brain kind of way. Um, Guitar and bass and piano and vocal arrangements. It's very like, I have to think about it and map it out in a different way, but drums are more flowing. So I think I kind of let that happen a bit more as part of is kind of the songwriting, one of the songwriting um, main tools, really. So, but but yeah, almost like I think of drums sometimes as like singing, where I can almost sing the drum part in my mind. It's almost like each drum is a different part of of singing a song. It's a odd way to describe it, but that's kind of how I write the drums, is I'm like singing the beats. I think it's a cool thing unless it's viewed as like taking away from the music itself. Because I love being prolific, but sometimes it lessens like the whole thing. I feel like, which isn't what I would like, you know. So I'm actually trying to like not release as much anymore. I honestly didn't really pay attention to anything like that, and when a record was done, it was done, and you know, a couple years, I was in the middle of a bunch of projects, and they all kind of came out at the same time. Um, but yeah, it's I'm definitely of the mind now where I do feel like waiting and continuing to work on songs for a little extra bit of time is probably a good thing. So that's kind of what I'm doing now. But yeah, I just didn't really think about it that much and kind of led with what felt right. And I have no regrets about putting out that much stuff, but we'll see how it holds up over time. It's
Something that,
hard.
yeah.
It's hard to make a living. I feel very grateful that I kind of got to establish myself before streaming was a thing, and I just feel like if the royalty rates for streaming just like got this much better, it would really make a huge difference for musicians. But it's also like an artistic job, so it that comes with the territory. It's hard, you know what I mean? So yeah,